Hi, I'm Robin Neidorf, the Director of Research for Jinfo, and I'm pleased to bring you the August 2021 update on what's happening in the business across all three of our focus areas. In our focus on value chain, we've recently completed several workshops with an information service that supports digital R&D in a pharmaceutical company. Like many similar information services, their highest value is going to come from their ability to demonstrate impact on efficient innovation in the R&D cycle for that organization. But how do we actually get there? How do we analyze it and create some measurable KPIs that they can point to and say, this is how we've built value? Well, the key to this is instead of talking about the services and trying to look at the metrics like usage and query management, we're instead talking about what it is that actually builds value in the R&D process. So for example, some of the things that the organization cares about are increasing the diversity and number of projects in the pipeline, expanding the success of mergers and acquisitions, and shortening the R&D cycle overall. Now, there are very specific things that this information team can do in a relatively short period of time to create a measurable impact on those three business outcomes. And as soon as we start looking at that instead of at the services themselves, we're able to come up with a plan that's going to enable them to increase and demonstrate that impact. Now, when we work with value chain analysis with a lot of information teams, one of the concerns that they have is that they don't understand well enough what the business considers valuable, what's going to drive value in the business. And our advice to these teams is always, you know more than you think you do. You can conduct the analysis, you can set hypotheses, and then you can bring those hypotheses about what builds value to those stakeholders. And not only do you validate your hypotheses and get more information, but you build a meaningful foundation for engagement with that stakeholder over a long period of time. If you'd like to talk with us more about how you can get these types of outcomes from your value chain analysis, please contact us. In our focus on Center of Excellence, we've also completed several projects recently where the common theme that the customer comes to us with is we want to be operating strategically, but we're stuck in transactional work. This is such a common problem that it's almost what I expect to be the first thing that comes out of somebody's mouth when we start talking about moving into strategy. Now, what we found from analyzing several projects over a relatively short period of time is that there are two key tips that we can share that will make a measurable difference in your ability to get out of the weeds and manage strategically. The first of these is to really invest in your stakeholder relationships. This doesn't necessarily mean reaching out more to stakeholders or providing them with different types of reports or more frequent touch points. Instead, it's really looking at the quality of that relationship today and then creating a roadmap for yourself of how are you going to deepen that engagement over time. And there's lots of creative strategies you can do for that. The second tip that we give is for you to be more ambitious about what your position is within that business. The more that you are able to say, think, and communicate yourselves as a strategic asset to the business, the more your stakeholders will as well. And this is something that we really encourage information teams to train themselves to see themselves in a particular way, because that seems to have the biggest impact on their ability to communicate that over a period of time. This is challenging work, but in the words of one of our customers, is a huge return on investment. It allows us to chart our own destiny. That's a great comment that we've gotten, and we'd love to bring you similar results in your organization. Our focus on content portfolio includes a number of community sessions coming up in September, October, November, and December. In these sessions, you have an opportunity to meet with your peers in content licensing and discuss key topics that are common across the industry that other people within your organization, whether they're in procurement or finance or in your business units, simply don't understand the same way you do. There's no better way to share ideas and to raise your skill set than by talking with your peers about similar topics. The three sessions that are coming up are in September, teeing up value-based budget conversations on your portfolio. In October, a negotiation role play where you have an opportunity to see one of your peers walk through an actual negotiation scenario with one of our analysts. And the third session is investment philosophies for strategic portfolio management. We hope that you'll consider joining one or more of these sessions. They're included with your Jinfo client agreement, and if you've got any questions about how to initiate one of those agreements, please be in touch. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get these updates regularly, as well as subscribing to our twice monthly free newsletter, which keeps you informed about everything that we're doing across Jinfo. All of the resources that I mentioned are available through our website, which you can find at www.jinfo.com, and I wish you a great day.